Okay guys, Alec, Peirce at the ranch, and here's another one from the kitchen, the wife's kitchen. I don't call her the wife when she's listening, but anyway, the wife's kitchen. And this is another tip for you guys who like to keep your wife happy. I love to keep my wife happy, yeah, because that keeps me happy. My wife's unhappy, guess what? Yeah, exactly. So little things, you know, and I love to do it. It's not expensive. It takes a few minutes of time. It's kind of fun. I'm going to show you another tip. I already showed you about the automatic cabinet lights. So you open the door and the light comes on. She loves those. She just loves those, you know. My wife's getting old. She doesn't like bending over, you know. Anyway, so little things like that. Here's another one. Now, under cabinet lights are not uncommon. That's a light that's underneath the cabinet, because if my wife was working here, right here, particularly because we have a large central light for the kitchen, and she's standing like this, her shadow falls and she can't see. So under cabinet lights are really, really quite nice. Now our kitchen did not have under cabinet lights when we built it. This is 20 years old. And it just wasn't a common feature. I guess they had them. So we did not have originally under cabinet lights. About 10 years ago, I went and I bought some nice little fluorescent tubes and put them underneath here, and I put switches on them. And they plug in, or the wire in, you flick a switch and the lights come on under the cabinet. And it worked really well. She really, really liked it. And what I had to do was I had to put this piece of trim on here. You can see that, Kevin, but this bottom piece of trim right here, this bottom 1.5 inches, you can see it's a very slightly different color. That's because it's not original. This is the original cabinet. And then I had to go and find a piece of trim that matched, and I cut them to fit very carefully. And I glued them and screwed them onto the cabinet, so I had this nice lip, if you like, a little overhang or downhang, I don't know what you call it, but anyway. So you can't see the lights. Well, you don't want to have all the lights and all the wires hanging down there, no. And that worked, and she liked that. And it was really good. Then, maybe about, I don't know, last year sometime, I spotted these. They were at Costco, actually. I spotted them. They were cheap. And I looked at them, hey, that's pretty neat. So I went and I bought 3 sets. I had three sets in her kitchen. She needs 3. I went and bought 3 sets. They were cheap. And one day when she was away, I took out the old wired in ones and I put these new ones in, and they're fantastic. She freaks. She thinks I'm the greatest thing. I know, I got her so fooled. But anyway, she thinks they're just fantastic. Yeah, she's happy. I'm happy. Everybody went. What's the big deal? Well, the big deal is, first of all, that they're very, very simple. They're LEDs. They take very little hydro. They don't burn out with the fluorescent tubes. I had a couple burn out. I had to find the right size, a bit of a nuisance. These are LEDs. They should last forever. They take no hydro. But the nicest thing about them is, are you ready for this? No switches. If you want the light to come on, you put your hand under there. If you don't want the light, you take your hand off. You see, you finish working, and it's beautiful. Look at how it lights up the whole thing, because the light shines right down there. She can do all of her work here, and she goes to leave, she just goes like that. Yeah, motion activated. It's really neat. So LED, motion activated, simple to wire, and it's just a fantastic thing. I'm going to turn the light off. You take a look at this with the light off. Hang on just a second. So here we are. So this is what it's like. You walk in and it's dull in the afternoon. It could be pitch black at night. We do have night lights, of course. But watch. Does it just go like that? Now you can see me, sort of, huh? And when it's time to leave, you just go like, just go like that, and it goes off. They're fantastic. So, okay, let me put that on for a second when I wrap up. Can't see a thing. There, I'm back and beautiful once again. There you go, Alec Peirce at the ranch. And there's a tip. So check that out and see if you can find it. I guess they're called motion activated under cabinet lights. And you may, if your kitchen is old, you may have to, as I did, put this piece of trim around there, but it looks really nice. I mean, you can't tell. I did a pretty good job, I think, anyway. But wife loves it, just loves it. I use it too, don't get me wrong. It's just for her. It's handy for me too. Okay, guys, another little tip from the ranch, trying to make life a little more enjoyable, a little easier, and keep that wife happy. Talk to you soon. Alec Peirce at the ranch. See ya.